Today on JNN, we take a look at overcrowding in the main parking lot.
Next, we see how increased minimum wage affects the community.
Then, Leonella Mota brings us senior moments.
Later, Anais Medina comes to us from the JNN Spring Sports Box.
All this and more on today's JNN. Good morning, Gregori High. I'm Mariah Dominguez.
And I'm Kelly Kiernan. Today is May 6th.
We only have 14 days left of school this year, but there is still a lot to cover around campus.
So let's get started.
As the front parking lot has filled this year, students are having trouble finding spaces or even getting a pass. Cecina Aldalva and Kelly Kiernan bring you the story.
For many teens, earning a license and driving to school has become a rite of passage. But for some Gregori students, that right no longer exists.
I had waited forever to get my license, and the very next day first thing in the morning, I went straight into the SBO, and I was very excited to get my parking permit and to be able to start driving myself to school and to be independent, and then I go in and they tell me that I can't.
The SBO stopped issuing parking passes 3 weeks ago. The reason? Parking spaces are maxed out.
I started having parking issues like a few months ago. There was this one time I got to school a bit late and there were no parking spots. And I didn't know what to do, so I called my dad. After spending 30 minutes trying to look for a spot, he told me to come home, and then I dropped my car off. My dad dropped me off at school, and then I got to school at 8:50.
Approximately 350 passes were issued to students this school year. But administration admits they do not know how many passes are currently in use. This is because many passes issued in previous years are still in play. But that number is anyone's guess. This is a new problem. According to Assistant Principal Craig Springer, the parking lot has never before reached its capacity.
So what we're finding out is there's more parking passes out there than spots, and we're still getting passes from last year, 2 years, and 3 years ago. We've kind of hit a saturation point.
Going forward, adjustments will need to be made until parking spots are available.
Unfortunately, we can't have them drive here because there's no spots to put them in. Talk to friends, carpool, and those that have passes, what we're telling them is make sure you don't park illegally. We'll help you find, temporary parking. It might be a staff spot, it might be a visitor spot, it might be, on a curb, but don't take it upon yourself just to park. You got to tell us that you can't find a spot, because if you park in a red zone, you're still going to get a ticket. So just, if you can't find a spot, call your SLC office. We'll direct you to where you can go to park safely for the day.
For those who have received tickets, be sure to follow the mailing directions on the back to ensure it gets taken care of properly.
We try to ticket every day, but, different days have different things happening, but it's part of our regular schedule.
The primary issue has been recognized, and there is currently an efficient solution in action.
And part of the problem is with the old pass, we had no way to dedicate from year to year. So while we're switching to a newer pass that's going to almost expire, and these haven't been expiring. These have been going on to maybe a brother or sister that graduated, cousin that graduated. So there's cars out there that have gotten passes that are not really registered, which is causing us to have too many cars on the campus.
The transition to the new pass is starting with this year's juniors, who are able to switch out their old passes with the new ones.
I think with what we put in place, it's going to take care of itself, but our enrollment keeps growing, so as the enrollment keeps growing, we may have to cut off parking again just because there's not enough physical spots.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Cecina Aldalva and Kelly Kiernan.
Thanks, ladies. A bill has been signed to raise California's minimum wage to $15 an hour. Emma Jacobson and Cecina Aldalva see how this affects our local community.
Food, clothes, gas. What the average teenager might spend their money on. Electricity, heating, rent. The bills that need to be paid. Minimum wage. The bar that was set to determine your paycheck. Minimum wage was created in 1938 under President Franklin Roosevelt, starting at 25 cents an hour.
It was passed during the Depression era, and it was basically meant to give a price for workers so that they could sustain some level of living.
Governor Jerry Brown has just signed a bill to bring California's minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2022. Currently, California's minimum wage is $10 an hour.
As it is now, the minimum wage stands, if you work 40 hours a week, you're still just right at or below the poverty rate.
While one might think the markup in pay would be a positive change, many employed teens are worried that this bill could be personally costly.
I think it's going to affect our business a lot by cutting hours and even employees. The only benefit I can really see to this bill is making more money, but I think even by making more money, you're not even making that much money because prices of everything is just going to go up.
I don't think I'll end up making any more money because my hours will go down, so I honestly think that it's going to be the same.
One result of the increased minimum wage would be the unwelcome financial burden placed on small business owners.
Everything has to go up. That means if I have to pay my guys $15 an hour, that means my services are going to cost my customers more money because I have to be able to afford to pay the labor to have my guys go out and do the work. We have to remember that minimum wage was never designed to be a form of paying my rent, paying my car, paying all my bills, because it's a starting point.
While business owners and part-time employees might see only the negative side effects from a $15 minimum wage, some see it as a step towards ending poverty.
Someone right now working full-time on minimum wage makes about $15,000 a year, and in a household, let's say a single mom and a child, that's below the poverty rate. It's almost impossible to live on. So I think the extra money will give them just more comfort, more living a little bit more comfortably.
And some see a $15 minimum wage as a better future for their children.
With that raise going up, I can keep my paychecks for my bills, the groceries, and I am currently now pregnant, so I feel like it's really gonna help out to where like maybe I can put my tips away for my baby, because as someone who like lives on their own, I still live like paycheck to paycheck. So there's days where I feel like I'm not doing enough and the baby's not even here yet, so I think about when the baby's here, like, what am I gonna have?
California's minimum wage is expected to gradually rise over the next 6 years, ending with workers making $15 an hour. In 2022, the bar that sets minimum wage workers' pay will no longer be a subject of speculation, but reality. Reporting for JNN, this has been Emma Jacobson and Cecina Aldava.
Thanks, guys. Renaissance Day on the Green is this Monday, May 9th. Renaissance qualifiers will be dismissed at 10:15 to go outside and enjoy lunch activities. Please remember to have your Renaissance card for entry. And now, let's check in with Leonella Moda for this week's Senior Moments.
Hey seniors, I'm Leonella Moda here again with your Senior Moments. Before we start this week's moments, there are a few announcements for you seniors. Tickets are on sale now for Senior Grad Night at Boomers. The price is $35 and include a live DJ, go-karts, photo booth, and more. Stop by the SBO to get your tickets now. The Floral Department is selling single wrap roses and leis for graduation. For more information, stop by room M103. Graduation DVDs are now on sale in the SBO. JNN will package a DVD of the full ceremony. All graduating seniors will be represented, and pre-sales begin today. Senior breakfast is on May 23rd and starts at 8:30. Senior bests will be awarded and graduation tickets will be distributed. Send pictures from any high school year to be shown in a slideshow at the breakfast to gregoryseniors@gmail.com. And now let's take a look at this week's Senior Moments.
My name is Sean Bautista and this is my senior moment. So just another day, and me and my friends were in the L building getting tutored because we're not good at math, not good at school in general. Just kidding. But anyways, yeah, so we were in the tutoring and then decided to go to the restroom, just the restroom. So I didn't take my phone. And then once I'm in the restroom, doing my thing, sitting on the toilet, and then all of a sudden the fire alarm rings, and I'm like, please, no, this is not happening to me. I was like, this is not how I'm about to go off into heaven on the toilet. So, I was panicking. I didn't have my phone, so I didn't know what was going on. So I just tried to stay calm, just do my thing. And then once I finished, I immediately washed my hands, do my thing. And then I went to the door. It was locked. And I was like, it's locked. I'm about to die in this bathroom right now. But after 2 minutes of banging on the door, janitor came, saved my day. And then I went outside, went to go find my friends. They were like, oh my gosh, where were you? We're looking all over you. And I was like, I was in the toilet. I thought it was there. And that is my senior moment.
So my senior moment was when I was walking upstairs in C building and I see Souza standing outside of his classroom. So I tell him, Souza, get to class, like you're gonna be late. And all he does is smack my binder out of my hands and all my papers went everywhere. And there was these two kids right there standing and they helped me pick up my papers. And Souza's just standing there like staring at me. And I was like, wow, Souza, like I can't believe you just did that. He was like, you're such a rookie, aren't you supposed to be a senior? Like you're acting like a freshman. And he was like, oh, I finally got you back. But regardless, Souza's one of my favorite teachers and I love him and I'm gonna miss him when I graduate. And I hope to see him in the future sometime. But yeah, he made my senior moment.
Seniors, there's only one episode left to share your senior moments. Remember to submit yours to jnnseniormoments@gmail.com. That's it for this week. I'm Leonella Mota. Back to you, Mariah.
Thanks, Leonella. Students, it is your last chance to pick up school and class apparel for this year. All class t-shirts are on sale for $5 and senior sweatshirts are on sale for $15. Sizes and quantities are limited, so hurry while supplies last. Attention multilingual students. It is time to apply for the Seal of Multilingual Proficiency for the 2016-17 school year. This is a great opportunity for multilingual students to demonstrate their ability to speak, write, and read more than one language and earn recognition on their high school diploma. For more information, see Ms. Gonzalez in room N101. And now, Anaisa Medina brings us the Spring Sports Box.
What's up, Jags? I'm Anaisa Medina, bringing you the latest on Gregori's Spring Varsity Athletics. When we went last week, teams were nearing the final games of league play. Let's check in with each sport to see how their seasons are wrapping up. Varsity softball is currently 9-0 in league. They played Modesto High on Tuesday, where the Lady Jags came out strong, putting 3 runs on the board. They maintained the momentum, finishing with a victory of 15-0. Yesterday they faced Johansson. Check out jagnews.net for the updated score. Swim and dive. The Jags are in the midst of postseason play. 4 swimmers are advancing to sections that will take place on May 12th through the 14th. Those swimmers are Christian and Andrew Britton, Aiden Wong, and Josh Harms. Track and field faced Downey on Wednesday in the Lanphier Stadium. The varsity girls won 107-27, continuing their undefeated record since the school opened and earning their 6th straight MMC title. The boys also beat the Knights 83-42. The next step for both teams is MMC Championships next Tuesday at MJC. Next is tennis. The Jags finished the season with their 2nd consecutive MMC title, going 12-0 in league. The Jags competed in the first round of the CIF team tournament at Grigori, where the whole team won 9-0. On Thursday, Andrew Ng and Zach Hijawi competed in the doubles team individual portion of the CIF tournament in Roseville. They both won their first match 6-1, but lost their second match 4-6, knocking them out of the tournament for doubles. The second round of the CIF team tournament is May 9th in Roseville, where the Jags will face Granite Bay High School. Girls soccer. The Jags faced Enox on Monday, where they beat the Eagles 3-1. Monday was also senior night for the Lady Jags. Emma Jacobson took a closer look at the festivities.
The girls' soccer team held their senior night on Tuesday, April 26th. The team celebrated their departing seniors with gift baskets and posters. JV coach Anna York organized a lunch period for the underclassmen to create the posters.
We have the 5 names, and so each of the kids, they signed up for a specific person and they're creating the poster for that person. We actually make a gift basket for our seniors. Last year we personalized it, and then this year we have a little special treat, so yeah.
The seniors were presented with the posters and gift baskets after their last league home game on May 2nd.
Senior night is like a night to kind of commemorate all the seniors who are leaving from the team. So whatever sport you're doing, usually you do like posters and like gift baskets and stuff, and it's like a night to say goodbye to all the seniors.
We just celebrate all our seniors, and it's the last home game of the season of like league play, and it's really fun for the seniors, and then it's really something to look forward to when you're a junior as well.
I remember last year all those seniors going through that, and I'm like, I want to do that one time, and now it's like finally happening, and it's just so weird. It's surreal.
Overall, senior night brings the whole team closer together.
It's really like nice to know that everybody like really supports each other on the team and that it's just a real big family here.
I'm going to miss them so much. This year was probably the most enjoyable over all my years playing soccer in high school, so it was a really fun season.
On Wednesday, the Jags faced Downey on their turf. Both teams fought hard and ended the first half 0-0. The Jags went into the second half with high intensity, leading to a goal scored by Rocio Perez. Soon after, Alyssa Froage placed another ball in the back of the net. Downey answered with a goal of their own with 5 minutes left in the game. The Lady Jags held them off, leading to a 2-1 victory. With the win, the Jags became MMC champions for the second year in a row. They have their first playoff game next Tuesday. Golf maintained an undefeated league record of 12-0, winning MMC for a second year in a row. Sections start Monday at Elkhorn Country Club in Stockton with the whole team advancing. Baseball is currently reaching the end of their series against Downey. They opened the 3-game series at Downey on Monday, where Gregory won 8-0. The game on Wednesday began by celebrating 7 graduating seniors for the last home league game. The Jags immediately put 2 runs on the board in the first inning. They maintained their momentum and finished the game with a 10-0 shutout victory. With the win, the Jags were able to clinch a playoff berth, making this their 4th consecutive playoff run. The Jags could claim the number 2 playoff seed in MMC if they beat Downey again today. The first round of playoffs begins May 16th. Also, a special congratulations to Matt Dallas for his historic perfect game against Enox April 29th. Today, baseball will face Downey at Downey for their final league game. For more recent scores, check out jagnews.net. That's it for your Spring Sports Box. I'm Anaisa Medina. Back to you, Kelly.
Thanks, Anaisa.
Well, that's it for JNN today.
Don't forget, there's another full week of AP testing next week.
I'm Mariah Dominguez.
And I'm Kelly Kiernan.
See you next time.